Okay guys, I'm back with another video. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to change the disc brakes on your SSR or any pit bike. These brakes are pretty worn out. If I push the brakes down all the way, like, they wouldn't stop the tire at all. I got my new brakes that are right here. These brakes were around like $6 for me, $7 for me. I got them from Amazon. Yeah, as you can see, they have a lot of grip. So I'm gonna put them on this. So the first thing you want to do is unscrew these. This is 11/16 hex nut, and that side is a 9/16 hex nut. So what you want to do is get the 11/16 socket and the 9/16 wrench. 9/16 is on the left or the right side of the bike. Put it on and use the socket to unscrew it. I've already unscrewed it, so it pops right off. Want to take the nut off, put the nut outside, and then you want to hit the bolt out. Or pick up the tire and push it out like that. And you want to pick up the tire and pull the bolt. The spacer, or this is for your, how tight you, is the thing that tightens your chain. It goes on after the spacer, or it goes on after this. The big spacer is on the left side, and the small spacer is on the right side. So I'm just going to put it on small one first, and then the big one, and just leave like that. You can put the nut on, but you don't have to. Now what you want to do is pull the tire up. Pull the tire up and take the chain off. Once you've done that, the tire should get off easily. And just put the tire aside. So now we're going to focus on the brakes. Once you take the tire off, there should be something that holds it, but there's nothing, like no nut, so it just pops right off. As you can see, this is like that. It's on like that. So what you want to do is push this as far back as you can. As far back as you can. And I'll show you what it will look like once you've taken it out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there should be a cylinder in there, and you could use a flat screwdriver to pry it out. And then what you want to do is push this all the way that way, all the way that direction. Once you've done it, like I've done, this should pop out. That's a small piece. Then you should have the bigger piece that should come out. Try putting some force on it, and it should come right out. Okay, I popped it off, and that goes off. As you can see, that's pretty freaking worn out. Like there's nothing on it. And these are the brakes also. You can see a little layer, but there's like, compared to the other brakes, there's nothing there. These are the old brakes, and these are the new brakes. There's side-by-side comparison. As you can see, the layer is way bigger. And here are the smaller pads. Smaller ones, and here are the bigger ones. Way bigger. There should be a pin in there, like that. You just leave that in there. You don't need to worry about it. So then, this goes on first. This piece. It goes on first. It goes on. You go brake way out, and it should pop right in. Push some pressure in this so it can fit. Once you pop that right in, I want to get the next piece, or this piece. Also, you go like that from that side, and try putting it on like that. That popped right in place. Now you want to make sure everything's right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the brake's in there now perfectly. And I'll show you how to put your tire back on now. Okay guys, now as you can see there's not as much space, so what you want to do is get a flathead screwdriver and try prying. I have a flathead screwdriver right here, and what you want to do is get it in between and start prying it to push the cylinder back. But again, you don't want to push it too hard because you don't want to break it. Remember, these aren't very fragile, but then again, they're not very hard, so they could break easily. Then you want to push it back as much as you can. Now what you want to do is try putting the tire on. So this goes on first. Then what you want to do, put the brake on, or actually, yeah, put the brake on. Okay. Once you put your brakes on, you want to put something under the tire so to hold it, because you have to remove your spacer, or you have to remove your bolt to put the spacer on, unless somehow you do it, because I'm doing this by myself and I tried a lot of times and it hasn't worked. So a small spacer is on the brake side, and then this goes on like that. Then you want to put the big spacer on the other side. That's what I'm about to do. So the bolt's right there. You want to put the bigger spacer, this, onto the bolt. It will hold it. I'll show you what it should look like. Okay guys, this is what it should look like when you're finally done. It spins a little hard because that's new brakes in there, but once you wear them out a little bit, they should be perfectly fine. Also, I tightened my chain, so now it's not as loose as it was. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe.